fans. Welcome to another episode of Wonderful Beauty.
Thank you for joining us today. We're celebrating our last episode of season 2. It's been a long, great year. So yay, let's give it up to all of us. It's been a great year. Especially to Anne, because she did most of the crap this year.
Oh my god. I don't regret, but I don't regret. It's kind of like when you're in the moment and you're prepping for it, you're like, oh, why did I get myself into? But afterwards, you're like, you know what? That was kind of fun. And then you just.
And then you get to the editing and you're like, oh god, why did I do this?
Yeah, I know exactly. But no, it was definitely fun though, because especially since we did so much fan projects in general. So I think it's cool. Yeah.
We're not really going to do K-pop news because it's kind of been a quiet day or week, I guess, technically. We're just going to do a couple little things and we're going to jump into today's episode. First thing I want to mention, you made a dumb choice by not going to SF9. That was a fantastic concert. I just saw them last weekend.
Yeah, I definitely did. But again, busiest night of the year for us at the restaurant.
I know, it was... but also, I've heard a lot of great things about your fan project that you did.
Yeah, I just pretty much had it at the restaurant, which is literally right across the street from the Fort Worth venue. Literally you just cross the street safely, hopefully, use the sidewalk, don't jaywalk. But yeah, I was doing a hot cocoa bar. I was selling some onigiris. I met a lot of fantasies, which was great. They were so sweet, so nice. They were also like trading freebies inside the restaurant too, which was really cool. Kiddo also helped decorate as well. I printed some photos of the members. They just plastered it up on the wall. We posted some in the bathroom, so hopefully the regular customers were not like shocked by that. They're like, "Who's this man staring at me?" As I push through the door.
It's like when you go to the bathrooms in Korea and they have the stalls that have the faces on them.
Yeah, that has like the soju advertisement promotion type thing. It's pretty much like that. And then like Kiddo also made like a cute little table area for photo ops. I made like picket fans as well. Honestly, the customers who came in, most of them were regulars that night. They were they were first happy to see Kiddo because that is the namesake of the restaurant. But they were also like looking at the boys, plastered everywhere. And you're like, ooh, tell me more about this group and that sort of thing. So some of the fans were able to like talk to them too.
That's
about
cool.
them. Yeah. And then like, because like I personally don't know SF9 that well. So like fans were there. It was really cool. I met a cute little girl fantasy. I felt kind of bad because a lot of the main freebies for the free albums to Diane at My Restaurant got quickly given out during lunch. Like that was crazy. People came in during lunch, which was great also, but I felt bad for the girls. I think for a Chani fan picket. I was like, no, maybe you can be Chani with it.
What she did, you sent me the photo where she had it in her snapshot.
Yeah, I know. It was so cute. I was like, I didn't know they had VIP. I just thought, they're just going like general admission type thing. And then I saw it. I was like,
I will say, it was a great show. It was a little sad for me because none of my biases or wreckers were there. Because, Rawoon left the group and he's enlisted. Dewan's enlisted. And then Yuting, he was told by a doctor that it wasn't a good idea for him because of his knee.
Yeah.
I think it's actually because he had preemptively signed up to be Roger in the Korean version of Rent on Broadway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which, whatever, get your bread, whatever,
Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
But it was really fun. I'm very sad I didn't get to meet our friend Hope. She had VIP, and so she went in before me. And then as soon as the boys left the stage, the staff said, everyone who doesn't have Snapshot, get out.
Yeah, pretty much. Time crunch, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I was talking to Hope, and I was like, oh, I think Chani's sick. He doesn't seem like he wants to be there. And she's like, no, that's just his personality. So I guess, and I was discussing this with you because, there's a core friend group in K-pop. It's Sinbi, Moonbin, Sungkwan, and Chani. And so I was like, I guess Sungkwan and Chani are the grumpy old men. Well, Sinbi and Moonbin were the rays of sunshine.
Right. That's pretty much it. I'm sure the friend dynamic is totally like that. But yeah, I'm sad I missed out. But I mean, we went to a lot of concerts too in general this past year. Together and separately as well. So
which is funny because it's supposed to be the year of no concerts.
And next year, it's like we're going to save up for all the big ones, like the big name ones for us. Like Monster X just announced that they're going to do a world tour.
Yes.
Obviously, they only announced Seoul, but eventually it'll get out to the other countries. Big Bang, like G-Dragon and Daesun, they have teased continuously that something's happening next year. So hopefully there'll be a tour for that.
Mamamoo.
BTS, yeah, and Mamamoo, they also said that too in their solo concerts as well. BTS also said, like, reportedly that they'll do a comeback and the concert as well, which will make up for them canceling during the COVID-19 time. But yeah, I mean, it should be pretty big. And a lot of, I believe Jackson Wang too said that
Yeah.
he is touring as well. No, none near me, so I guess I'll skip out Jackson Wang. I gotta save that money for Big Bang.
I will say kudos to Jackson Wang because I think he said that he's pulling like an Eric Nam and his tour is going to be like 2 years or a year and a half. It's just going to be like nonstop.
Yeah, so maybe he'll announce more stops and dates, but the ones that he released so far, it's not feasible for me. So
yeah, understandable.
Yeah. All right, so just today or yesterday, Korea time, I don't know, so weird, Asia time. Anyways, they just had the AAA Awards, which is pretty much the Asia Artist Award. So it's not just K-pop in general. They actually do some other ones, like from China, Taiwan, Japan too as well. But I'm just gonna rapid fire this real quick, kind of like the newer ones and artists that we happen to know. Best New Artist, AHOF, Next C, and Kickflip, which two of them are under JYP. So congrats to them.
Right.
Best New Wave, ATEEZ's Yoonho as the actor. Best Artist, which is under the both songs. So this is the one where it's like a longer list. We have Monster X, we have ATEEZ, Wood, Le Seraphim, Yuna, Stray Kids, Lee Jun-ho, Rise, IU, and Park Bo-gum, which they also put into the actors as well. That's another thing too. It's not just music; it's also acting as well.
Yeah.
Oh, best K-pop record, we got Stray Kids, and ATEEZ. Let's see. Best OST, of course, it's gotta be Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters, which is
100%.
nonstop. Best couple for acting, which would be Park Bo-gum and IU for When Life Gives You Tangerines. Well deserved, honestly. I haven't seen it, but I've seen clips. I cried at almost every clip. So I was like, you know what?
No.
I can't deal with that. My sister, big IU fan, she said she cried the whole time. I was like, I'm not ready for that heartbreak just yet. Asia Star. So this is like all across the Asian countries. We had JJ Lim, who is very big in the Chinese community, great singer. We got Yuna, which is representing Korea, and Sato Takeru, who represents Japan. Best band, QWER, which is the band that Kevin went to see that one time, just like out of nowhere. Best voice performance, which is Art and Cho from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Nice.
Best producer, Sriracha of Stray Kids, well deserved as well. The AA Fabulous for acting, which would be Lee Jun-ho and IU. And of course, they have done the 10th anniversary honors, which is their 10th anniversary. So they're creating like tiny different little categories for that as well. History of K-pop would be Monster X. Best actor female, Lee Hyori, Cha Ju-yeon. Best actor male, Lee Jung-yeon, Chu Young-woo. Legendary producer, Bumzu. Congrats to him.
Yes, very well deserved.
Very well deserved. And he did give a shout out to 17 and Woozy, who is currently in the military. So that was very sweet, very cute. Oh, he also gave a shout out. He was like, and to our little brothers, our Donsei, to us. I was like, if the camera panned to the boys, and you're like, yeah. It was so cute. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Legendary solo female, IU. Legendary solo male, G-Dragon. And then for legendary groups, female and male, will be Blackpink and BTS. Now let's go over to the Daesun winners, the big one, the creme of the creme.
Grand prize.
Yeah, grand prize. The music icon of the year will be Le Seraphim. Performance of the year is Rise. Stage of the year, ATEEZ. Woo! And then we also have best actor would be Park Bo-gum, which is for the When Life Gives You Tangerines, and Lee Jun-ho for Typhoon Family. Album of the year, Stray Kids. Artist of the year, singer, Stray Kids, and artist of the year, actor would be IU. So all around, Stray Kids took a lot of awards home, but I think across the board, everyone got a little bit of everything, which is great.
Yeah. I think the AAA was a lot better than Mama. Because we only did day one of Mama. We did like the last like 15 minutes of day two because we were all so tired.
So tired, yeah.
But I remember, and I'm not talking about the atmosphere and everything because, morning period and all that. But we got to when we were watching it and we saw who was winning, at one point, me, you, and Priscilla, because Kiddo was like, I'm young, I gotta sleep.
Yeah, I might beauty sleep.
We were like, who was the nominees? Because like to us, it wasn't making a lot of sense who was winning.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, just we know it's all fan voted and all that deserved whatever. And I know that there were some people who spoke out against it. I know G Dragon himself again spoke out
He
against the
always
Mama
smokes out,
Wars
man. He's got
because
fight.
they had apparently screwed up his stage.
Oh no, he changed it willingly. Yeah.
Oh, I read something like the audio had gone out and it was only the back. I don't know. I saw the last 5 seconds of that. Literally, when I woke up and ran to my office, he was finishing up his performance.
Oh, I see. I mean, there was some audio issues, but I think it's just mainly the fact, probably during dress rehearsal, they're not able to rehearse as much because you already pre-planned these things. Then the tragedy happened, and you're just like kind of change it last minute because you don't know what the vibes are. But I'm sure with that death count that was rising, I'm sure they're like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to change it now.
Yeah. I will say the best part of that was watching G Dragon have his little fanboy moment on stage with.
Yeah, I know. It's so cute. It was so adorable. He was like smiling and bowing. I was like,
but AAA, I think, made a lot more sense this year.
And also, I'm sure they made it a little bit bigger because it is their 10th anniversary.
That's true. So since we are wrapping up, let's give a bingo update because I realized literally yesterday we haven't updated this in a while. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go?
I can go first. I'll do it real quick. So I didn't get any bingo. Mine was kind of like all across the board type thing. But the ones I did get would be the New Jeans versus Hype. Recently, it just ended, as we discussed. They're going to go back to Adore, all these other things. So technically, I won that one.
Yeah.
Big Bang comes back with full album. Won't be happening until next year, but they have teased about it. I did put OT3 question mark. So we will see because I'm hoping for TOP to come back. But again, chances of that are very, very slim, like 0.001. If he does, I'll cry. But if he doesn't, totally understandable.
Which, side note, TOP, where's his solo album that was supposed to come out last week?
I know, literally. He was just like, psych. But he has been quiet on Instagram, so he probably is just being a hermit crab, honestly. AT's tour in the US, definitely got that one.
Yeah.
Mistakenly. I did put down 17 will go on tour, which is true, but I made a stipulation saying with 8 members, it was definitely with 9. I just assumed that June would still continue to do more acting gigs.
Yeah.
But since he finished it up after that Jackie Chan movie, he came back, which is great. I mean, June was having a blast during that concert. He was just jumping around and saying hi to all the fans. It was super cute. But I did put 8 members, so I was just like, maybe not. Full EXO comeback, didn't get that because CBX said no.
Yep.
So, I was so close. I got the Jisoo starts in the drama. This one I didn't think it would happen, but it did happen. The game caterers with the JYP company.
Yep. We got a lot of game caterers this year, actually.
Yeah, we did.
Starship had one as well.
Yeah, that was like a part 2, part 3 or something like that. That was really good. I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. It's not much. Some of them are kind of close. Some of them I'm just like, because like new Dino single, technically I didn't get that because he did that thing with esports, the world esports thing. So that doesn't really count. I didn't even get where is it? Oh, and I put like IU starts in 3 dramas. She only started 1 this year that we know of. So it's like, And then Monster X tour in US, technically they didn't announce it. So wait for next year.
It's going to happen, trust me. Yeah, so I came close as well, but I didn't actually get one. First off, I got Finnish Goblin, the Lonely Guardian, which, first off, Vicky, why did you change the name of it? It took me so long to find it on there, because now it's called Guardian, the Great and Lonely God. I don't know.
Oh, that's
I guess it's just
weird. Okay.
I'm assuming it's like Doctors, where Doctors is like Doctors, Doctor Crush, and, all that stuff.
Yeah, which makes more sense. But I'm pretty sure they advertised it as Goblin than the the legendary Lonely God or whatever it's called.
I know that Goblin. When the captions come up and the title card comes up, it says Goblin. But at the time of recording, it is now the 6th of December. I actually finished it 2 days ago. Not to make this episode 30 minutes long, not to make this section 30 minutes long, but I have thoughts about it. I've already expressed it to our group chat. I liked it. I hated the main actress. I understand it's her first role, but I hated her character. The last 3 episodes I have thoughts about. I'm not going to go into that because we could be here all day. That would be a whole separate episode.
I feel like that could be your own TED Talk type thing.
It could be like when Anne goes off. When Anne went off about BAP, it's me going off about Goblin.
Yes, exactly. Standalone episode. We should do that. Just like a mini series.
Little shorts.
Yeah.
At the end, I was really there for Wang Yo and Sunny. I'm very upset about that. Which I'm not going to put a spoiler warning out. This thing's been out for over a decade. If you get spoiled, that's on you. And I actually shipped Reaper and Goblin more than I shipped the main leads.
Everyone did, honestly. Everyone did. You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
So I finished that. Mamamoo comeback. Technically, we never got it, but it has been announced and it was confirmed by all 4 members.
Yes.
One that I missed was Wonderful Beauty, 100 subscribers. We got close. We're at 67.
Very close.
So, Monster X 10th anniversary comeback before I Am Enlist, which we did get. We got their 10th anniversary. And another one that I missed, but I'm kind of feeding into fan theories, is I wanted to have the Monster X and Wonho collab for their 10th anniversary. If you watch both of their newest comebacks, there's a lot of parallels between their music videos. And the fan theory currently is Monster X just released their newest English single called Baby Blue.
Yes.
And it's kind of a sad song because they're getting ready for their another English album. A lot of fans are theorizing that it's an album to Wonho.
I can see that, actually. Now that you mentioned it, I can kind of see that.
Because one, it's a sad song about missing somebody. Wonho has a album called Blue, and his favorite color is blue. So a lot of Mon babies are saying that it's a single for him, that they missed him because, he's not there, and he was part of their debut. I did acquire my Shonu Kendo photo card from the code. That cost me about $20 off of Polka. This one is kind of a... Wonho US tour. Technically, we did get one. It was just canceled at the last minute.
I know, right? But I mean, I'll give it that, honestly, because technically it was in the works. It was going. Yeah. It just canceled, and he still continued his fan meetings for the 2 locations in LA and New York, I believe. Yeah, and we did go see him in Choctaw. So I mean, I'll give it that, honestly, because he did kick it off. He did tease saying that I'm gonna do the tour very soon, so I'll give it that. Yeah.
Stray Kids releases an album that isn't garbage. I know that's purely on me. That is my opinion. But Karma was absolutely fantastic.
It was good. I love Karma.
I really liked it. Do It was okay. I wasn't as fond of the Divine track as I was the other ones, but I definitely Karma. Karma was like bringing us back to Stray Kids. And this is a theory, but I think the music was better because Changbin took over as the introduction. And I think it makes a difference. I honestly do. I know it sounds stupid, but I guess maybe because in our ears we're so used to hearing Changbin start everything that when they did that weird flip to Felix, it was like, I don't like this, go away. Jisoo's solo album, so we got one from her, and supposedly she's got another one coming out. I haven't even heard the song, but it was on my list, so...
You're doing it, man!
And then BSS Music Show Win, so we got that for CBZ. I had a lot that were really close, but technically never happened. Like, Alexa did leave her company, but she didn't release an album.
Right.
I'm in the process of acquiring the Shonu Beitongi plush. Astro had an anniversary comeback, but had a real comeback.
Yeah.
We've got no information whatsoever about Cube and Pentagon. I know that they got together for their 9th anniversary, I think. And they all celebrated.
Yeah.
Which, if you've not heard Kino's new album, I think it's like Sex, Money, Cigarettes or something like that. It's really good. It's not what I expected from a K-pop idol because it's very mature. So But yeah, so if Eric Nam, if you had announced a tour, I would have gotten a bingo. Damn you, Eric.
I'm sure he's busy with all the acting stuff he's doing as his side hustle too. So
that's true. Well, I actually signed up for his newsletter, which his first newsletter was like this long. He does have new music coming out
with that one. Then
he does have a new album. He's working on new music, so hopefully a new album, and we will get a tour. Hopefully you'll get to go this time because I know that's like on your bucket list.
Yeah, fingers crossed, definitely.
All right, and then the final thing before we get into it is it's that time of year, guys. It's wrap up time.
Woo!
What was your top song this year?
My top song was Lemon Drop.
Same. Lemon Drop by ATEEZ.
Literally the anthem of the year. The moment it came out, I put that album on repeat. But the funniest thing is that, so when you look through, this is what Apple Music does. I don't have Spotify. I'm one of the weird ones. But they give you the what's your top artist for each month type thing. Mine was legitimately all 17 except for July and August. It was ATEEZ because that's when they came back with the albums, and this is when we were prepping for the concert too. So it's just like 18. So I was like 17, 17, 17, 17, 18, 17, 17.
Yes. So mine was also Lemon Drop. I am a weird one too. I have YouTube Music, which I guess technically I'm not weird anymore because YouTube Music was announced as the top streaming platform in Korea. Yeah. Apparently, I listened to 291 minutes of just Lemon Drop.
Crazy.
My top 5 songs were Lemon Drop by ATEEZ, Scream by Dreamcatcher, Do What You Want by Monsta X, Catch Me by TVXQ was number 4. And then In the Front by Monsta X. My top artist was Monsta X. This was a great year to be a Mon Baby. Their 10th anniversary. Yeah, we had everybody except for Wonho back. I was actually in the top 0.1% of Monsta X listeners in the entire world.
That's funny. It's great, though.
I actually listened to Monsta X for 3,564 minutes this year. Wow. Surprisingly, 17 got dethroned this year. So my top 5 artists were Monsta X, Dreamcatcher, which because we were doing our episode.
The horror, yeah.
ATEEZ was number 3, which is my lucky number as well. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Number 4 was 17, and then number 5 was Astro.
Nice. That is so funny. But I mean, ATEEZ came out with great hits this past year, though. So
yeah, they really did. So actually, Golden Hour Part 3 was my number 5 top album of the year.
Nice. I think for my top albums, on top of my head, it was definitely the Happy Birthday for 17. It was the Golden Hour Part 3, which had Lemon Drop. And was it Lemon Drop? No. Was it Part 2?
Lemon Drop is Part 3.
Okay, Lemon Drop Part 3, and it also had and then my other one was the In Your Fantasy one as well, only because I kept replaying the solo songs as well.
Yeah. My albums are kind of weird just because I don't generally listen to like full albums. I'll listen. So it was The X by Monsta X, their 10th anniversary album, of course. New Project Volume 1, Monsta X, which was the re-recordings with Show New for when he was in the military. Right. Persona by Yuta of NCT.
Oh, okay.
Which, if you know anything about me, having an NCT member on here is wild. But it's more of he's the Japanese member, so his solo album is more rock.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 4 was Kpop Demon Hunters.
Of course.
And of course, I don't have children, so I have no excuse for that. And then Golden Hour Part 3 was my number 5. I mean.
Yeah. Really good. That's a great like different genres type thing. It's like depends on your mood of what you're playing.
I posted on my IG story that if you had just added Simon Dominic, which he was his Maker Dance was like number 6 on my top, and Jesse, that right there, those top artists just completely describe what my music personality is.
Right, exactly.
All right, so you ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, if you can't tell, we're what the theme for today is. Let me show off my sweater, and I'll give it away.
Here we go. 17. Okay, well, we got 17. We went to their store. to the Austin concert.
Yes. But as you can tell, we have warm lighting. We've got some little decorations. I've got a little wood, one of those candles that have the wood wick, so it's crackling in the back.
Nice, nice. Got my antlers here, of course. They do light up. I feel like it might be a distraction, so I turned it off. But yeah, it's a distraction.
Yeah, those
I
are bright.
It's bright. I know. I was surprised too. And then I got the garland here. I just picked it up at Michael's. It's a very trendy thing now among carrots in 17 land because it's 17 colors with little diamond ornaments on there.
And then I've got, not K-pop related, but my biggest personality is I've got some little Stitch ornaments. So these are actually from, these are from Disney World, where Anne had her bachelorette party a few years ago. And I remember us walking around, and they have a year-round Christmas shop. And so we went in there, and I may have bought these, and they were very expensive. And then I've got this one.
Yay! Kiki, place the song.
And then I also have, unfortunately, it did break, but I can put it back together to show it off.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there. But I do have the 20th anniversary Lilo and Stitch one.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the Grand Councilwoman, for some reason, she snapped in half, and I can't find my super glue, so she doesn't.
I mean, she is very skinny.
She is.
She's skinny.
But yay! I'm not a big Christmas song person. I actually think that there is a correlation between people who like Christmas music year round and psychopaths, but that's just me.
What do you say about me?
Anyways, I actually only own 2 Christmas albums, and they're both Kelly Clarkson. I have them both on vinyl, and I only play them the week of Christmas.
Yeah. This is kind of weird, but I haven't heard. Well, also because of the way economy is, I try not to go out shopping as often as I used to. I also stuck with more online shopping in general, but I don't think they're playing much Christmas music. But it's probably also because I'm not going out as often. So I'll put on the radio station that plays Christmas music once Thanksgiving ends. But other than that, I haven't heard it from, random places.
I know that we're doing it at my job already. We do it the day after Thanksgiving. Again, really the only Christmas song that I really like is Underneath the Tree and Wrapped in Red. Because I'm a huge Kelly Clarkson fan. Anyone who has met me in person knows that I actually have a Kelly Clarkson lyric tattoo. I can't really show it on camera because it's on the elbow that I broke, the arm. So it's kind of, I can't bend it as well, but I do have it. Yeah, so it's just like, so you can kind of see it, but it's upside down.
Right there, yeah.
But I do have a Kelly Clarkson lyric tattoo. So she's the only acceptable Christmas music in this house. This is a no-fly zone from Mariah.
Right, exactly. But whereas me, I love Christmas. Christmas is my life. I literally have a Christmas tree that's up all year long type thing. Even my husband kind of fell into that pit where he realized, oh crap, this girl really loves Christmas. Every year we'll watch Elf. That's our tradition. We'll make Christmas goodies, baked goods and whatever with Elf playing in the background. We'll play music. We'll go, see the Christmas lights. The city I live in, they have a neighborhood where it's all the rich people. They go all out with their Christmas decoration. We'll sit through traffic and make that drive. We will do that. We'll do the now they have those different pop-ups of Christmas things where they have these structures of the lanterns or the ice sculptures type thing. I'll do that as well. So Christmas is a very big thing in my life. But I mean, let's get to the reason of this episode. Even though, TJ said himself he's tired of Christmas songs, in the K-pop world, they actually do Christmas songs, but it's not Christmas, Jingle Bells, that sort of thing. There may be some samples of it and everything, but it's them creating their own Christmas songs and making it very unique to their color as well, in different variations. We have ones where it's companies that are doing Christmas songs. Then we have just solo acts / groups that are doing their own Christmas songs. So this is going to be a good change of pace for TJ, and maybe it'll get him in the holiday spirit with not so aggressively going, Santa's coming down, and he sees you when you're sleeping.
Okay, let me preface by saying we have 7 songs on here, 7 videos, and 3 of them I chose. So I'm not being a Grinch. I'm not 100% out of this. And one of the songs on here is actually one of my absolute favorite songs. It's a Christmas, not the Christmas version, but the regular version. But if you've been following us on Instagram, especially for our new fan project, I've been using this song a lot. So I'm not going to sit here and be Jim Carrey and the Grinch. Like, I am involved. Oh, shit. I am involved in this.
Exactly. No. And I mean, I think it's a good variation too, because it's not, well, obviously, because I come from the second generation, it's not just going to be just second gen. It's going to be like a good progression of what has happened since second gen, pretty much.
Yeah, we've got second gen, third gen. Technically, our soloist is fourth gen, and we have a fifth gen group on here as well. So
yeah, so this will be a great variation. So buckle up, you guys. I'm going to go through a quick history rundown of this before we get into the music videos. All right, so most common well-known Christmas songs might be Stray Kids' Christmas Evil or EXO's Christmas Day and First Snow, which they just did it because they just had their first snowfall in Korea.
Yep.
But there are other songs out there that maybe not many people have heard about. As far as I know from doing research, SM Town was the first one to come out with a full Christmas album with their artists in 1999. However, my first exposure to the Christmas songs that are not covers and released for streaming and singles was JYP Nation's This Christmas back in 2010. So this is probably like the time when it starts to become a trend pretty much. This was a huge deal to me because I love every artist under JYP, and to see them come together for a song for Christmas, that's my favorite holiday, was a total win. From there, it seemed like other companies started to do something similar to it. In this list, we have included, as we said, second, third, fourth, and even fifth gen, but I included most from second and third gen, which is the ones I've listened to and known since then. All right, so the first one we're going to do would be JYP Nation's This Christmas. It features JYP, Wonder Girls, 2 p.m., 2 a.m., Miss A, Sonny, Ju, and Jalen. So we got like the main core groups of what JYP was back then, as well as some solo artists that JYP has acquired as well. So this music video, it was shot as a POV with you entering the JYP house for a celebration while interacting with all the artists, from helping them, playing games, and eating. Of course, eating, because that's all you do during the holidays is eat. The song is upbeat with that classic Christmas sound, and every artist's contribution to the song fits so perfectly with each other, which is crazy to think about because you have obviously Yubin of Wonder Girls, like her lower tone of that. You got like this fast rapper Sonny. He used to be an underground rapper before he signed under JYP. I know you obviously got like the ballad, smooth voices of 2 a.m. and you got it just all fits well together, which is great. And then, you know, JYP always there making a cameo, and that's his little line too.
I feel like a JYP Christmas party would probably be like off the chain. Like, as much as Sungmin and Changbin hate him, I bet they look year round for their company party.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, during that time too, JYP is still part of the big three company, and they're going to spend money whenever they can, I'm sure, especially when they want to treat the artists, you know, properly and be like, hey, we did great this year, that sort of thing.
I like that you can already hear Taecyeon through the door.
Oh,
this is kind of fun to watch now because we just did our second gen deep dive, so I actually know more of these artists now.
Right, exactly. The only one I didn't do is obviously Sonny, but... And eventually we'll get over to Miss A. I decided to forgo 2 a.m., sadly.
We have them on our wheel for Killing Voice, though, so eventually we'll get to spotlight them.
Right, definitely. But I mean, if we get to do the 2 a.m. of Killing Voice, I'll do a little bit of quick history with that one as well.
I knew you would. This is so cute.
It's so adorable. And I'm like, okay, JYP. Taking over here. My train of thought, and
this is
gone.
Before Jackson Wang can make faces at him.
I know, literally. They're all so cute. I miss them.
JYP.
No, literally, like,
So, was this after J Park had already left?
There was a after J Park.
Okay.
I believe this is the same year that they debuted Miss A, and they had a really good year that year because I think they got best artist, or no, is it best artist or best new artist of the year for the Mama Award, which
nice.
Kind of sets the tone of like, so it sets the tone of like how big JYP was, like releasing these new groups, and they're instantly a success.
I mean, he's not single-handedly, but he's a big reason for the Hallyu wave, especially here in America.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since he knew, because he has experience in the American music market, so he knows what to do to take that to his advantage, and like promoting Wonder Girls over there, and then like kind of pushing 2PM as well. So.
It's so weird to see them
Wonder
young.
Girls are such babies. I know. I was about to say that because there's that episode that came out where they went back to the old JYP company,
that's what I was
the Wonder Girls one. Yeah. Aww.
And now they have kids.
I'm going to say
and
now
all
they're
this
mommies.
stuff.
There's these boys acting like fools. When y'all getting married? What I like about the interaction between the boys, though, especially between 2PM, 2AM, is that they all literally train together. They did that Survivor show together. So it's like them like reaping in their success and being happy and still acting like dorks.
I just wish.
I like to see those interactions, especially when idols don't debut under the same company. So like earlier this year, we got Hyunjin and Bangchan on Shownu's little eating show.
Yeah,
because Shonu used to be under JYP, and like that story that story that Chan tells
government
about Shonu teaching him how to make the proper ramen and all that, like that was really heartwarming. Or when you see pictures of or when you see pictures of young K with baby Jan, like because he was the youngest member at JYP for a while.
I know. During the Game Caterers episode with JYP company, even when they were doing their intros, like the groups doing their own solo intros and whatever type thing, JYP or June K, someone in 2PM or JYP said something along the lines of like, wow, we haven't gathered together as a company in so long. It has to be a 2PM member, because then JYP said, yeah, I'm pretty sure the last time is when we did JYP Nation. That's how long ago they were able to do something as like a company as a whole all together in one setting, like for work. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love JYP Nation back then, is because they're all very interlocked. They always do all these great things. But now I'm sure with, company grows bigger, they have different groups. JYP's doing all these different like survival reality shows for like America, obviously for Girls Set. Currently, they did the ones also for like Japan. He's sourcing everywhere in different countries. It's hard to get them all together at once. So whenever you get like interactions like that within the company with different groups, you're like, oh my god, they finally interacted. It's kind of sad, but back then they were so much more close knitted.
Well, one of the problems with longevity is, of course, your artists are going to grow up, and
exactly.
Like your bias in 2PM officially announced that he was leaving, like ending his contract because he was expecting his first child, and like it's just part of being in the industry as long. Especially like look at Taecyeon. All he's done is act for the last couple of years, even being in EXO Kitty and all that.
Yeah, exactly. And also congrats to Taecyeon for finally getting engaged and making that announcement type thing. But good God, sir, we knew.
Hey, this is the year of we've been together for 10 years. We're finally getting married. Because
I
congratulations
know.
to Kim Woo-bin as well. I mean,
Yes, the biggest one, especially since his, story in his personal life was so, so sad. So I think props to him. He freaking did it. He survived, and now he's going to marry like the woman of his life. Let's see. All right, so the next one I'm gonna show y'all would be United Q, which would be under Cube Entertainment. This is like pre like Pentagon everything. This is like second gen. So we had 4 Minute, we had Beast when Beast was still really, like when they're in good standing with Cube. We had 18, B2B, Huguk, Gina, No Ji Hoon, Kim Kitty, and Shim Ji Hoon. So it's a lot of more solo artists, but we have a couple of the bigger group artists back then, like the more well-known ones. So United Cube's Christmas song is a slower song that you'll easily fall in love into and get into that holiday feeling. This song gives out a feel of you just walking down the streets, watching the snow fall, seeing all the Christmas lights as you bundle up in a jacket and scarf. So this is like a little bit more chill. It's not as, it's still cheery, but it's much more slower. It's not as upbeat, in my opinion.
this will be fun because I know Hyuna, Beast, half of B2B, especially because I just finished Goblin.
Oh yeah,
and that's it. I don't know who the heck it is. I know who Gina is because I've been friends with you for 20 years, but I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. If you were like, hey, which one's Gina?
You're like, heck if I know.
That's Huda. There's Yosab. I mean, what do you want from me?
Hey, what do you want from me? I know Kikon. Like, what do you want?
2013. Wow.
Goes out to all the broken-hearted people.
It's
Wow,
Not the
almost 12 years
saxophone.
ago.
Yeah.
a bigger family.
Actually, it was 12 years ago.
With a bigger
Yeah.
heart.
Because this song released, I think it said the 3rd.
Yeah, it's at
Merry
the 3rd.
Christmas.
Yeah, so about 3 days ago. Well, you know what I mean.
Speaking of Yosab.
Oh man, when they had 6 members, that was crazy. I was like, why is there not members more? That's when you know you've been into a highlight a little too long.
Merry Christmas. 그토록 기다려왔던 이 순간. 온종일 징글벨, 징글벨, 징글.
18 had like 6, 7. It's a 6, 6. Okay, Gary left.
그대를 위한 선물을 준비하고 그대와 함께 보낼 이
Okay, so that's Gina.
Tina. That's so much too. Oh my
I'll
god.
remember that when we finally get around to doing the Gina episodes.
It has to be all like a solo thing. Like, I don't know, doing it. And then these doors.
Honestly, that's the best way to describe B2B is these dorks.
Dude, like, I can't wait for the B2B episode, to be honest. When I do a retrospective of them, it's gonna be like, what happened to them? Oh yeah, so the guy that was next to Gina, the one with the black jacket and everything, I think he also recently got married and had the kid. And I was just like, that's weird, because he's like a baby still in my eyes. I'm just like, that's weird, I don't like that. Oh, wait, look at that. Oh, babies.
I would admit my Goblin just happened around this time. I was like, he is not aged. And I'm like, oh wait, that's because he literally filmed Goblin like the next year. Which I will say, he was one of my favorite characters in that drama.
Oh, he's the great. I think that was actually his story did too. Like, story acting did as well.
He did a really good job.
Yeah, go for Ricky. Seriously.
Also, I like the fact that Geek1 is all the way at the end of the couch and they're barely showing him. I'm like, no,
I know, right?
scroll over.
It's definitely showcasing more of the main vocalist in those songs than like the lead vocalist and all this other stuff. Man, where are you?
My body tracker. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. And the tug goes, "What's he up to?" Just silly. He was like one of the oldest artists under that company because I think he was like already like has a girlfriend or other things. Like he won one of those like singing competitions, I believe. I think that's what it was. And he signed under Cube, and he mostly does ballads, but his voice is amazing. Yeah.
Wasn't he on Mama Cheer?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Okay, I'm getting him mixed up with somebody else.
I think he actually retired. Few or so years later, because I haven't heard anything after that. But what is that? What Ajushi?
That one was cute. I just wish there was more artist interaction because you can tell that it was kind of like they built a set and they were like, okay, hurry up. We're going to have B2B here today. We're going to have A-Pink here today.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely shot it in different locations, which kind of sucks because also the United Cube, I was going to say United Cube Nation, that sounds weird. United Cube as a whole, they were also very intertwined as well because, quick history rule, I know I'm going to touch this when we go through the retrospective of the other groups as well. Gina did an intro for A-Pink on their debut album. Doojun and Junghyun were featured on Gina's debut album as well, and featured in her music video as like love interest type thing. So they were very intertwined. They got so many features in each other's songs and albums, but I don't know why they didn't put them in one room. I think their dynamics would have worked just perfectly fine. If anything, it would be B2B and Beast teasing for a minute and A-Pink the whole time, and Gina telling them to stop and throwing things at them. That's all it would be. So maybe that's why they didn't do it.
You just answered your own question.
Yeah, but no, clearly the dynamic is just the brother-sister dynamic. So I don't know why they wouldn't kind of like take advantage of that, especially seeing what JYP Nation has put out. You know what I'm saying? Because fans do like that back then because it was very chill. So I don't
maybe it was just conflicting schedules. Who knows? Or maybe they wanted to keep everybody from beating each other up.
Imagine, because I think two of the solo ones, so the one that was in the black jacket and the girl who was sitting on the stool, the really tiny little girl, they were newer solo artists at the time. I bet you anything, Q was like, we shouldn't scare them away.
Right. I can see that. That's why, like, when it comes to, like, our friend group, because we've now moved away from each other. Oh, I have. Right. I betrayed Anne.
Oh, damn. Or my personal wants to move.
We make our own friends, and then we introduce them to the other one later on, because Anne and I together can be a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's so much, man.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right, scooch over to the script.
Why is it always got to be the Christmas episode that gives us crap?
I know, literally. All right, so the next one we're going to do will be Starship Planet, because we know that TJ loves his Monster X. And we purposely chose the one that does have Monster X in it, because the one they did a year or two before, it only had K-Will, Sistar, and I believe Boyfriend only. So, yeah. Which is like the beginning of Starship Planet, which is what they call their company family thing. So Starship Planet, their song is called Softly. It features K-Will, Sistar, Boyfriend, Monster X, Mad Cloud, Junkie Go, Juyeon, Yoo Seung-woo, Brother Sue, and XC. This song is a little bit more chill. That's also the one that's like warm vibes type of feel, in my opinion. And I believe at least this one, they are actually in one room or interacting with each other in a sense. So this is going to be different from what we see from United Cube. Maybe a little bit toned down than JYP Nation. I feel like JYP Nation as a whole, they're just like constantly outgoing and wanting to like interact and do things. But also the concept of theirs was like POV shots. So
right. It would be a terrible Christmas party if nobody talked to each other.
I know, literally. So, but yeah, I'm excited for this one. You're going to see baby Monster X though, because this is like back in 2015. So this is like they just debuted in time. Yeah.
Yay, Skinny Wonho. It's always a fun thing to see Skinny Wonho.
I may poke fun of it, but
I'm going to be gushing over Baby Nunu, so it's okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Hyungwon.
Oh my god.
And we get to see a rare appearance by K-Will.
Right?
It's kind of weird because, like, Monsta X really has not changed much. They've just gotten, like, more muscular. They've gotten a little more mature. Like, Hyungwon looks almost exactly the same.
I would say, though, I think he has a sharper jawline back then compared to, like, now, though. You know, like beefed up a little, in a sense.
Well, they did all just get out of the military. And I.M was literally a baby here.
Oh, yeah, right?
Because I think he was only 17 when they won No Mercy.
Gosh. Babies. So weird, they're just so skinny. Like, what's happening here?
I will say, I think I.M, of course, and Wonho have the ones who have changed the most.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh my god, K-Will! Finally an appearance.
It's funny because I thought the guy in the glasses was K-Will. He just gives me K-Will vibes, you know?
It's not. It's funny because, so the guy with the glasses is Mad Clown. He is one of, like, the best rappers back then, too. So imagine him being a G.
And Boyfriend, I only know about, like, the twins. I don't know anything about them.
I just feel so old watching Boyfriend. I'm just like, that's not right. Oh my god. I like how K-Will is just like serving face. That's all he's doing. He's not doing much.
He's like, this is my one appearance for the year. Let's get this right.
Literally. He's like, I'm gonna make all these kids prepare this Christmas party. I'm gonna do nothing.
He's the Audrey. And then you literally got the babies of Monsta X who literally just debuted, so, I mean...
Doing all the breath work.
It is a little weird to see younger Kieran, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I just saw her on Boys 2 Planet, and of course, you know, she was one of the masters and all that.
Yeah. Oh, I miss this star. I can't wait for that episode too.
I only know, I think, 2 or 3 of their songs, so I'm really excited for that one. I will say, I know that Sistar was very fundamental into shaping who Monsta X was.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Monsta X is known as one of the nicest idol groups, especially when it comes to like staff and stuff. And and the boys actually will openly say it's because we were raised by our Nunas. That's why. Whereas
Definitely.
there has been controversy.
Also Sistar. Oh, sorry. And also like Sistar in general, they've went through a lot, giving the concept that they were putting out compared to all the other girl groups at the time.
Right.
So they were kind of faced with some backlash as well. So I'm sure they kind of instilled that to Monsta X, like kind of like focus on your own lane type thing, but also be very respectful because it's going to come around eventually.
Right. I will say, because there has been a controversy with one of the newer groups in Starship as far as their behavior towards other idols. And I think my personal theory on that is because Monsta X was enlisting at the time or doing final projects. So they were kind of raised by the company versus their opus.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. And having that older group, your sunbase in the same company, and especially what they are instilling the, what am I thinking?
Values, morals.
Yeah. Instilling the values and the morals. It's very, very important. And you can kind of see it through different companies in general. Because obviously JYP's company, every group that comes out, so polite, so mindful.
Yeah.
and they had that that motto that JYP has always said, that even twice to this day still knows. Even 2PM knows too, because that's the core value of their company. That's the company that JYP built. So he was like, to all his artists, he was like, this is the 3 words that you will always have to remember as you're becoming idols, and they still know it to this day. So and it's across the board too. So all right. Right. All right, and the last one that I'll be showing in this episode will be GOT7. I know we did companies before, but now we're kind of focusing more on 2 groups or idols, solo artists that will be doing Christmas songs on their own. So the first one will be GOT7 Confession Song, which will be a little bit, it's going to be a 180 from what we just heard from Starship Planet. In typical GOT7 nature, the boys have dressed up in reindeer heads and masks to kidnap schoolgirls to help schoolboys to confess their love. There's a good intention to it, I promise.
I was going to say, that intro could have been written a little differently, I feel like.
No, it wouldn't be GOT7 if it's not that. So I really don't know who organized it, how they got the money, how the school even allowed it. But this music video is so cute and so wholesome. And the schoolboys allowing GOT7 to sing the confession song and not have the girls fall in love with them is bold. Because, I mean, you see Jackson right there, or JB. I would just focus on them. I wouldn't focus on no boy.
Yeah. Who you? Go away. You're blocking my view.
Go away. I've known you for 5 years, but GOT7's here. I also want to know, like, did people not notice the hidden cameras as well? Because there's so many different angles of it.
Probably not. Or maybe it was the class president's job to, like, get everybody in line and stuff so they wouldn't notice it.
Maybe. Probably. I'd be scared too, man.
Right.
2 gyrators coming at me.
And I like how you can tell they can't. I like how you can tell that they can't see what they're doing because they're touching the walls and stuff.
Obviously, the mask is too big. Where am I?
Also, if you enter the gym and the first person that walks up to you is Jackson, like,
game over. Interpretive dancing.
Sadly, I expect nothing less from Jackson Wang.
No, literally. So youthful, so much more energy. That's not cracking yet.
But we discussed it when we watched KCON. Jackson is such a hype man. Like,
He's such a hype man. Yeah.
For him to literally be like, my name's Jackson Wang of GOT7, even if you don't know me, get up and make some noise, like...
Yeah.
Which, who doesn't know Jackson Wang? I mean, he's a meme.
Doesn't, exactly. Yeah, he's in everyone's fanfic for the house parties.
I mean, my first introduction to Jackson Wang was actually you showing me that video of, I think it was Our House or something, where the MMA fighter shows up and he screams and runs and hides from her.
Yeah, that one, yeah. I was like, you want to know about Jackson Wang? That's all you need to know about Jackson Wang. Man, they also made them decorate too. That's the crazy part. They did hire staff for it. They're like, you're gonna do it.
I'm sure the student council probably had something to do with it.
Probably.
Okay, Bam Bam, calm down.
It's all up in that girl, man. It's all up. That's another thing too. They really trust the boys to do this. What if they didn't like finish it for like 5 hours? What is the staff gonna do? Like, hurry it up!
JYP shows up and just around the corner.
So it goes back in like Homer Simpson, just like.
I will say one thing that I like about JYP across the board is when it comes to his boy groups, the requirements are pretty boys who are idiots. Doesn't matter what group you're looking at, all the boys are usually idiots.
Literally. They're just boys. Just boys. Oh, that's so crazy seeing Mark Twain like that, because like I see Mark Twain now, he's doing solo promos and everything, he's releasing music, and we're here like, that's not right. This is too K-pop idol.
I'm just saying, Kevin needs to step it up when it's time to do your renewal ceremony.
I want my proposal to redo like this, but in front of the castle in Disneyland.
Jackson Wang is touring. He may come up and redo this song for you.
Knowing my husband, he's gonna know someone who knows Jackson Wang.
Probably.
Boy.
What if the girl said no or went you?
Literally, what did he do?
Did they like stop and be like, can you at least pretend?
Yeah, I know. Can you pretend for this music video? We're paying money.
And hope that the guys don't start crying.
Literally.
We're awful. We're terrible people.
Oh my gosh.
Jackson.
More excited than the couple itself.
Off topic, but have you seen the BuzzFeed video where they make him recreate the faces that he's famous for? And he gets mad. He's like, you don't have to show them all to me, man.
He was like, come on, man. Yeah, it was really cute. I love that. And I just love how, like you said, Jackson Wang is a hype man, like, all around. I think all of GOT7 are just hype men because they're just so excited to be, like, a part of this, something special. Even though it might be, like, I don't know how the process even started or anything, but I think that's just really sweet to be like, they could do it. And they're like,
There has to have been some sort of senior there, because I don't think JYP would trust GOT7 to be by themselves for that long.
Can you imagine? Like, no managers, and the manager's like, I don't like that.
I feel I can see, like, if they're not enlisted or whatever, him being like, Taecyeon, go watch the boys. Go watch the juniors. I don't trust them to be alone for that long.
Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, GOT7 loves to push 2PM's buttons as well. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there was this show back then. I think it was like an intro to GOT7. Maybe it's within their first year of debut. They did this one where GOT7 just did different missions and games, that sort of thing. And it just shows like the personality of GOT7. They did one with Suzy where it's pretty much woo Suzy, and then she gets to vote who's the member she likes the most type thing, which is really cute because Jackson Wang acts like a fool the whole time, of course. But there's this one where they had to beat a 2PM member, and they chose Chansung because he was, bulking up at that time. He was one of the ones who always goes to the gym type thing. They had where, like, the producers were like, they had GOT7 on the stage. They're like, hey, what would you like to say to your 2PM sunbaes? Like, because they did this thing, they started the acrobatic stuff, you're doing the acrobatic stuff. Do you have a few words to your sunbae? And they're like, can we roast them? And the producer's like, I mean, you say what you want, man. And then these boys, like, rapid fire. They're like, do you know how old they are? They're going to break their backs. They can't beat us. We're young. Can they still do backflips? Like, they just, like, roasting on top of, like, one after another, just rapid fire. Chansung was hiding behind the staff members. And he was, like, laughing and crying at the same time. Then once they're, like, ending it, and producer's like, okay, let's move on to our next segment. Chansung pops up. All the GOT7 boys start screaming. They're, like, running right now.
That's cute.
It was so cute, yeah.
Alrighty, so it's my turn now.
Yeah.
I know, Mr. Anti-Christmas music, but so my additions were very last minute, so I don't have little sections like Anne does. But I chose 3. The first one we're going to do, this artist has actually already been on the list, technically. We actually have Wonho with his song White Miracle, which was originally a digital single, and then it was on his first Japanese album, On My Way. So we talk about K-pop in Japan and all that stuff, but this is our first actual, like, Japanese video that we'll have. So we all know that Wonho is all about fan service, even back in Monsta X.
Yes.
Now that he's a soloist, and he even mentioned in a recent interview, because he is also celebrating 10 years as an idol, even though he's not with Monsta X, that the reason to his longevity, he says, is because he is so close and he interacts so much with his fandom.
Which is very true. We saw it firsthand, honestly.
Yes.
So.
And we're not just talking about like the abs, the taking a shirt off and throwing it in. Like he does so much for weenies, and I hate that fandom name so much. Now I understand it's a special name. We're gonna do an episode one time where it's just like the dumbest fandom names.
Just like rapping, just all of it.
But this is just a cozy, cute little thing. Wonho is underneath the Christmas tree, which we all wish would happen. So I didn't really write anything about this, so I'm kind of just rapid firing. But I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah, I'm ready. See, this is the Wonho I know, all right? It's not that skinny one back in Starship Planet.
And this is right before he debuted, not debuted, before he enlisted.
Right. So he's not as bulky. I mean, he's definitely gotten more muscle as the years progressed with Monsta X, obviously, than when he went solo.
I miss when he had his big ears, because now he's had them pulled back a little bit, and I miss it. I also think this is probably going to be a shell shock for anyone who knows Wonho more for his body than his artistry, because you see this man who's massive, and then this high-pitched voice comes out, and it's like, it doesn't match, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like when you see, like, Moonbyul, and then that deep voice comes out, and you're like, oh god, what kind of hell did that come from?
Yeah, I definitely fell for that when Newest debuted it, and Becco was in it, obviously. Becco, back then, debut time, they had like this like faux pop type thing happening, and he looks like just mean, like RBF throughout the whole music video. Then he starts belting lines, and you're like, the heck, he's not a rapper? No, he's a vocalist, and it hits that high note, and you're like, what is happening?
I think this video really shows Wonho's personality, because he is such a dork, he's such a cutie.
Also, showcasing his vocals really well too, which is really nice, because, like, you know, whenever you're in a group, the line distribution could be really good or really bad. At least here, it literally showcases Wonho's vocals a lot more than obviously in Monsta X. Like, he can still hit all those notes and everything, but this one's just like, it literally says that he is that idol that can sing. It's not just bass or anything like that.
Especially because in Monsta X, he was part of the dance line with Youngwon and Shonen.
Exactly. I would like to know how you kept the stickers on like that, because I sometimes try to do that to be cute, and then what? Okay, sweats off.
Well, he probably has setting spray. He's probably sticking to the setting spray.
Oh my god, you're so smart. These makeup artists are so smart. Yeah, ain't no way. I'm gonna say there ain't no way you can balance all that.
Well, that's why I had the little picture of it falling down.
Yeah, no, literally. It's literally staff that felt it, and he ruined it in 2 seconds.
There's some poor young girl back there going, but I worked so hard.
I know. She spent like 15 minutes on it. I want to know, is that like a candle, or is that like an actual cake?
I think it was a cake with a candle in the middle, because I think that song was released for Weenie Day. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I was like, he's holding it. It has to be some sort of like this heavy thing of fondant then, because like he's holding it. It's not like, you know, dented in. So I'm just like, what is that?
Probably not a very tasty cake if it's got that much fondant on it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, to like hold up or something. That's crazy. But that was a really cute song, though.
It really was. I think it really showcases it. I mean, I think it really showcases who Wonho is, because people know him for different things, but at the end of the day, he is a K-pop idol, and he is the definition of a loser trapped in a hot body, because he is so cute. He's so, as masculine as he is very feminine moments, and like he doesn't let the fact that he's supposed to be, you know, the beast idol to continue the tradition of 2 p.m. stop him for being like, I'm going to be cute. I'm going to sing high notes. There's even the video of him in like a sundress, and he's like, why can't men wear this? This is so great.
Right now, it's like, I feel all this freedom. Yeah, no, he's a definition of a dork, like you said, trapped in a hot body. We even saw it when we went to Choctaw and we saw him live. There's that one point where he has like talking men or whatever, and he was like, oh, there's a new single coming out, I'm gonna tease it. And we're like, ooh, odd. And he starts like dancing a little bit, and he starts like giggling like a little girl. I was like, that's crazy work, man.
Which is really funny.
Though.
Oh, I do too. That and the translator was like, "Oh, well, what's the genre?" And he giggles again. It's kind of funny to watch this big, beefy guy in the see-through mesh shirt giggling. Yeah, and he goes, "The genre is Wonho," and we're like, "Thanks, dude." Like,
come on, man, give me something more than that. Yeah, I'm sure Kiddo is like so thrown off too, because Kiddo is not exposed to Wonho in general, and not really exposed to Monster X. So I'm pretty sure they were just like, why is this man giggling so much? That's weird.
All right, so for my next clip, anyways, I just zoned out.
Oh, God.
For my next clip, I have my second favorite group of all time. So we've done my first favorite group, plus technically Wonho counts. Yeah. I actually have Astro's Merry-Go-Round Christmas version.
Nice.
So this was actually my favorite song by Astro until I started really listening to them. But there's a funny little story with this. So Merry-Go-Round wasn't originally meant to be a Christmas song. It was originally written for their first full-length album, All Light, which features the tracks All Night, which is the video I showed you that you really liked, and One in a Million, which is my favorite song by them.
Yes.
Just like Wonho, Astro is known for their fan service. And Astro performed Merry-Go-Round Christmas version on December 22nd and 23rd, 2018 at their second Astro Road to Starlight Soul concert. This was almost an entire month before the original version was actually released.
Oh, cool.
As a special thanks to Auras, Astro released a special video Christmas gift on December 24th, 2024 of last year. This showcases the members on a video call together as they prepare for the holidays. This is more live vocals. Like, there's, of course, video effects and all that, but you can kind of tell the way that while they're singing, that this was recorded live versus the high production and everything. Yeah. Since it was released of last year, we do not have Rocky or Moonbin in it. But I think that it still does a good job of showcasing Astro as a whole. Yeah. It's a little weird for me to see because Sanha is so grown up in this because I've been watching his new drama. And so, like, my brain, like you were struggling with the last couple of groups. I'm like, wait, weren't you like 14? And it's like, no, that was when he debuted. And like,
yeah, right.
And again, in my brain, Sanha as an actor because I'm watching My Girlfriend Is the Man. And so you see him in this, and we're going to go into the concept. Yeah, we're going to go into the concept of hot dorks again because that's really what Astro is. But I'm going to let the video speak for itself. If you follow us on Instagram, you know that I love this song because it's the song that I've used for our Secret Santa fan project post.
Oh, that's so cute. The little scribbles and stuff. I also like how, just like the Starship Planet one, they filmed it, or they have set it up to where it's like for the phones and stuff too.
Yeah. I actually didn't know about this until I was looking at Christmas songs for this episode, because I knew that there was a Christmas version, but I've only seen concert footage.
Right. Oh, I see.
Actually, this probably would have been the time that Sanha was filming his drama.
Oh, okay. Also,
I think he wore that
who is able to get their phone number, okay? Like, which Aurora is able to get them directly? I need to know. Like, no, seriously, like, who's calling us?
I was gonna say, maybe Aura are calling them, but then you see that it's showing either say accept or deny the call from them.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, who got this?
I think Sanha wore that exact sweater on his drama.
Oh, really? That's so funny. Not gonna lie, that Essentials hoodie, I have that for my husband too.
Really?
Yeah. A different color though. I think I got him like a darker gray charcoal color one. But the Worth Essentials is like in white.
I like that you can tell this was kind of a last minute thing because like you've got MJ in the studio. Youngwoo is clearly probably getting ready for an award show or something. I think Sanha's on set of his drama. Staff member probably walked in with all this stuff and said, we're going to film this real quickly.
Literally, I was about to say, they probably just brought them props, right? And it's just like, you're going to act cute for 5 minutes. And they're like, what? And you're going to lip sync the lyrics.
But you can tell they're actually singing because they're off key a little bit every now and then.
Yeah.
I also think it's last minute because if you look, you can tell that MJ and Sanha are barefaced. They don't have any makeup on.
Right, exactly. No, they definitely just like bombarded them. It's like, here, we're gonna start recording now. Use my phone.
I wonder if Jinjin's at their dorm or if he's like in the lobby of Fantagio right now.
Or just in a random hotel.
The staff just walk in with him and they're like, hey, we need you for 5 minutes.
You're like, what's happening here? He's like, I'm about to go home. Crazy?
Now he's throwing stuff on the floor.
He's making like an absolute mess, and security guards just stand there like, I have to clean that up. Again, not being allegations of like, Astro is too cutesy here, and you're like, yeah, and I'm like, why?
Astro, Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Same boy. I'd be embarrassed too, man.
He's the botany of the group. He's allowed to do that stuff.
Oh, okay, he's allowed. Yeah, no, he's definitely allowed. It's a given now. That was really cute, though. But no, it does seem like they kind of recorded it last minute, though, like the production of it. Because they're just like all in that same area. They're not even moving too far. And it just looks like they just grabbed random props. I was like, here, we're Christmassy.
So, judging by the timeline of Astro, of their career, I'm assuming that MJ was probably recording for him and Jinjin's unit.
Okay, yeah.
Zunzuni or whatever it is with their song Some Things Never Change, because he was in the studio. I think Yeonwoo was on set because he had that movie just come out literally a couple of weeks ago where like he couldn't be there, so they brought like a little doll with his face taped on it. I think Sanha was on set of his drama because I think he was in the cafe where his character works. I could be wrong. And Jinjin, again, he could be in the Fantagio lobby. He could have just been pulled off the street by staff.
Got kidnapped. No big deal.
I really like that. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, that was really cute. It's very wholesome too. Just very chill as well. It's not like it put this huge production and everything.
I think that's what it gives it more of the Astro thing because again, they're known for like their dokas, which is where they'll film in their dressing rooms randomly and all that. Just right. And again, you can see that they're barefaced. You can tell that they're performing live. Again, I wish I knew the story behind it. I would love to see just a staff member going, here, put this on real quickly. And 3, 2, 1, and Yeonwoo going, what are we doing? What's going on?
You gave me notification what we're doing. Just singing. What are we singing?
All right, so for our last one, I have absolutely nothing written about this because I just discovered this. It came out yesterday, actually.
Yeah, so new. Yeah.
New. So this is our 5th generation pick. These are our EDM K-Rock goblins, actually. So this is actually all ours with their song White Christmas. So there's no actual music video. There's a live clip. Haven't heard it, haven't seen it. So this is going to be a blind watch for Anne and I, it's just kind of nice to see that the new generation is continuing these traditions.
Which is great too, because it's not just covers. It's actually like a whole new song that you could probably put on your Christmas playlist, or just like for every day. But it's like maybe once the season starts, you can put it on your playlist. So this will be exciting. My husband said that he wanted to go see All Hours in concert, and the tickets just went on sale. So maybe I'll get him one. We'll see. Not the ha ha ha.
Maybe that's what Santa says in Korea instead of ho ho ho.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's ha ha ha. Crazy that you said that, EDM and hard rock and everything. I'm just like, dang it.
This is the first time I feel like Anin, or whatever his name is, actually looks like he fits with the group. Because usually he looks too cutesy and whatnot, and they're over there with like Lightning and Mortal Kombat, and he looks like he doesn't fit.
Right? Yeah, they all have to tone it down now. Man, he looks like one of those EXO members, the ex-EXO members, I should say.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Secretly their little brother or something.
We'll get to the EXO episodes, but right? Yeah, I was about to say. He's been kind of quiet too, so I wonder how he's been up to now.
Okay, Solo.
I know, literally.
That's my bias record.
Oh. Hey, how come that guy in the back has 2 bears, man? Greedy.
He probably kidnapped one of the other ones from the other members.
Literally. Dara smacked him for it. Oh, no, he just put one down. That guy, he had 2. He put the other one in the chair.
There's probably staff behind him.
I know, literally.
Okay, Kuno. I see you. Not the aggressive cuteness at the camera.
No, literally. All I do at the same time. You can tell some of them really enjoy doing it and some do not enjoy doing it. Actually, the ones in the front are totally fine with it. The ones in the back, they don't want it.
That was cute.
That was really cute. Aww. And seeing it from like a 5th gen group, I think that's very refreshing as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see just the evolution, because again, we had JYP Nation, Cube United, Starship Planet, and then to see that these individual groups are now starting to do it. I don't know if there's anyone else under All Hours' company. I don't know anything about Eden, so maybe they didn't have anyone to perform with, but it is nice to see that, because we know we discussed it the first time we did this episode. This is the redo, that Christmas doesn't have the religious connotations in Korea as it does here. It's more of a like lovers holiday kind of thing. So it's cute to see again that they're not doing covers, that they're actually coming up with individual songs for this season. And it's also great that we're doing this episode because Korea just got their first snowfall, which, to them, if you confess your feelings during the first snow, it'll all come true. Or if you have a goblin as a boyfriend, he'll just make it snow whenever you want.
Yeah, sure. In this ideal world.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't say no to Gong Yu, just saying.
That is very true. He is very good looking. I mean, he still looks. No, I swear, he still looks the same because you recently saw Squid Games. He looks exactly the same. That's
exactly
crazy.
the same.
Exactly.
I mean,
the same.
even Dongwook looks exactly the same. He's got
true.
as long as unless he's got like his long shaggy hair, he looks almost exactly the same.
That is very true. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that is our Christmas episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it, especially going, seeing the progression of what it was back in second gen when they were trying to promote more like more company like relations with their groups to more like solo, that progression of like, oh, it doesn't have to be, company based anymore, especially since artists in every company now is all doing their own thing. Because, for example, like Twice is currently on their world tour, but Stray Kids is still back in the home country doing all these different award shows. It's hard to get them together with all their busy schedules with the time and climate we're in now. So it's nice to see that, solo groups are doing their own thing.
Well, because remember, this used to be the dead season. This is when everybody would get together to do Christmas songs and go to the award show. Now everyone's like, we got to work. It's okay. We're fine.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you for getting us through season 2.
Yeah, definitely. So I can't wait to see what the next year will bring us. So
it's going to be fun.
We just don't die from fan projects.
Yeah, which follow us on Instagram, guys. Wonderful_beauty. I know people are already asking Anne what her next event at the restaurant is going to be.
Stop, you guys. I think stop.
Yeah, we have fan projects planned. We have possibly a cup sleeve planned. It's going to be a busy year for us, but we're really excited.
Yeah, definitely. And again, thank you so much for a great year, you guys. Seriously, you guys were the reason why we kept going, especially meeting them in person. Meet all of y'all in person. It was really nice. It was really sweet. We made a lot of new friends this past year, so it was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, we called you guys gems for a reason because you're our precious gemstones. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that fun stuff. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.